Hi, I'm Louis Gomes and I'm the Fire Hall Chef. Each and every week I'll be coming to you from a new city or town, profiling that city and town and the fire department that serves their community. I'll also be showing you how to cook a quick, easy and nutritious meal that's good enough to satisfy the hunger of these firefighters, so I know it'll be good enough to satisfy yours. We're back at Cambridge Fire Department headquarters, and last time we were here we had a beautiful Irish stew that Justin Whalen and Brad Churchill cooked for us. But firefighting is a 24/7 job, and sometimes we've got to cook breakfast and lunch at the fire hall as well. And today Tim Guenther and Mark Roberson are going to cook some breakfast, is that right?
That's right. It's stuffed French toast, and it's quick, easy, and tastes great.
All right, let's get at it. Let's see what it's all about.
Okay, so we'll start by dicing up some of the fruit, if Mark would not mind doing that. What I will do is start getting the eggs, and instead of regular milk, what we're going to use is chocolate milk. Adds a bit more of a chocolatey flavor. So Louis, if you want to start breaking some eggs, maybe?
Sure.
Get going on that. Now with this French toast, we will also be doing some bacon later, with just a little bit of brown sugar on it. Helps with that salty, sweet flavor a little bit.
How many eggs do you want, Tim?
About 10 eggs would be good because we're serving about 10 guys.
Okay. I guess that's one of the things about working at headquarters is you got a lot of personnel on duty, right? You got to cook for a lot.
Lots of mouths to feed.
And do you guys take turns cooking here at headquarters, or are you the...
On night shifts we take turns. We got a schedule, so there's about 10 of us here, so it works out where we cook once or twice a month. It's quite nice coming into all the different meals and different types of cooking that we get here.
It would be, that's for sure. So breakfast, is that a rare treat for the guys today?
Breakfast is more of a weekend thing, so we like to do it whenever we have a chance. Weekdays we're awfully busy working, so we don't often get a chance to do it. So what we're going to do here is on the inside of the bread, we are going to put some, it's a hazelnut chocolate spread. So I'm just going to put this on the inside of the bread here. And what this will do is it'll sort of seal it together, so when we put it in the eggs, you're not getting all the egg and chocolate milk on the inside of that. So,
all right, did you want me to whisk these up?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind whisking that up, and then we'll add a little chocolate milk to that after.
Well, I've never had French toast with chocolate milk. I'm kind of looking forward to this for sure.
It's definitely a change, but it's quite good. So you got the bread where it's nicely covered in all areas by the hazelnut spread there. And then what I'll do is I'll start grabbing some of the bananas here and place it all around the spread. So you got the nice fruit on the inside. So when we cook it, it'll get nice and warm. And once the strawberries are ready, we'll throw some of those in there as well. Very good. So that one's waiting.
All right. Good job cutting those up, Mark.
And then what we could do next is add a little chocolate milk to there.
Okay.
About equal parts to the eggs.
All right. I'll eyeball it.
Eyeball it. None of this is an exact science, so.
Good. That's the way I like to cook.
It's nice and easy.
Chocolate milk and eggs. Never ever have I had this before. All right. Are we going to make a sandwich each, basically, for the guys, or?
Exactly.
Okay.
You'll find with one of these, they're very hearty, so one will do them. They're a little decadent as well.
All right.
So I got the strawberries and bananas in there. I got the sandwich up, so we'll keep doing these. But in the meantime, we'll get the pan heating up.
Okay.
On the oven. So I'll turn it on here. Just let that get heated up. We'll throw a little margarine in the pan.
All right, I'll do that for you.
Very good.
You gonna do one at a time or a couple at a time?
You know what, with a pan that size, you can do a couple at a time. We'll speed things up a lot, especially if you are feeding 10 guys.
Right.
And when you're cooking them, you just want to cook them so it's golden brown on each side.
Okay. You want to make sure the egg's cooked all the way through too, right? So you don't want this too high.
No.
Okay, perfect.
So not to a point where you're going to sear it, but
right.
A good temperature.
So Mark, you're just visiting headquarters today, is that right?
Yes, but I'm used to chopping.
Yeah.
I do 90% of the meals in my house.
Oh, do you? Good for you. And does your shift like to cook a lot there at Passport? Is that where you are?
Yeah, I'm in Hassford. We don't even know. We don't share meals.
No.
I've done pizza for them actually.
Oh yeah, homemade pizza.
Yeah.
You got any experience making that?
Oh yeah. 10 years.
That's good. Well, sounds like this is almost ready, Tim.
So we can go ahead and if you dip the sandwiches, I guess you'd call them here, in the egg mix. Make sure it gets on each side.
Okay, I'll get this out of your way.
Not a clean job by any means. You can throw it in the pan.
Sure.
And make sure it gets cooked all the way through.
All right. There's one.
And there's another one waiting for you right there.
Okay. There's two. Well,
The
yep.
assembly line like this really helps when you're cooking these.
I'm sure all the guys are helping you all the time in the kitchen here at work, aren't they?
Always.
That's good. Well, while these are cooking up in the pan, let's visit Brent Grine with our safety seconds.
Did you know that automated external defibrillators are showing up in public places all over Canada and they're saving lives? Also, did you know without one during a cardiac arrest, a person's chance of surviving can go down by as much as 10% per minute? Hi, my name is Brent Grine and welcome back to the Safety Seconds on the Fire Hall Chef. Next time you're out in the public, you may come across a public access defibrillator at your local hockey arena, swimming pool, golf course, or even your workplace, to name a few. You may also recognize them in a white alarmed cabinet with a sign as well. It's also very important to know that trained or untrained, you can use them in an emergency to save a life. They are designed with user friendliness in mind and are safe. Until next time, be safe and get trained.
Back from break. Thanks, Brent, for your great safety seconds. And we're going to continue on with this lovely French toast. What should I be doing next, Tim?
Okay, well, I'll probably continue here, Louis. And
Okay.
If you want to get the bacon going for me, that'd
Sure.
be great.
All right.
I'll just get you to open up the packages and lay it out on a pan.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is sprinkle some brown sugar over top, just sort of that salty, sweet flavor.
All right. Well, just before I do that, I'm going to dunk a couple more of these, get them on the go.
Perfect.
Keep this kitchen efficient.
I'm on the final banana. Perfect.
All right. Thanks, Mark. Looks like we got a little bit of extra fruit there, Tim. You got a plan for that?
Yeah, actually, the fruit you just sprinkle over top. Just
Oh, that'll look
sort of
nice.
take away from all the chocolate and sweetness.
Okay.
Sort of evens it out. And also makes the plate look good.
All right. So we want some brown sugar on this bacon, you were saying?
Yeah, just a light sprinkle over top. Just so you get a little touch of brown sugar on there.
Sounds good. Now this is just regular bacon,
Yep.
so
Regular bacon.
it's going to be a little salty, so it'll go really nice with that brown sugar.
Exactly.
So how long have you been on, Tim?
Just about 2 years now.
Oh yeah?
Love every minute of it.
Really? That's good. And you lived in Hespeler or Cambridge beforehand, is that right?
Born and raised in Cambridge, and I was very fortunate to get a job where I grew up.
For sure.
So it's nice to give back to your community.
Yep. I think it's a big positive for them too, because you're familiar with a lot of the buildings and streets and people in Cambridge.
It definitely helps, yeah.
Good. And you, Mark, how long have you been on?
7 years now.
7 years. That's great. I heard your wife's a firefighter as well?
Yeah, Miss Saga.
Yeah. Lots to talk about at home, about all the calls that you guys go on?
We chat.
Oh, do you? That's a good thing, eh?
Kids dominate the conversation.
Oh, I guess. So I think I'm going to have to layer this. Is that going to be okay, Tim?
Yeah, that's not a problem at all.
Do you want sugar in between the layers?
You don't have to, as long as each little piece of bacon gets some sugar
Okay.
on it, should be fine.
All right. Before we go to break, let's check out Cambridge's School of Architecture.
The students know they have the best facility of any school of architecture in Canada, and one of the best in the world. There's a kind of spirit in the place, and when people come here, they're excited by it. They understand immediately that it's a creative environment and that they're going to be stimulated by it. It's not like other schools, and it's not like other university buildings they've seen. The building was originally built to be a silk mill. They actually spun the silk in this space. And it was a silk mill up until the 1950s. The idea of putting a design school here just made so much sense to everybody. And, you know, what a wonderful idea. Bring 400 of the most talented young people in the country into a design school in this architectural environment, urban environment, natural landscape environment, which is one of the most compelling in the province. It's a wonderful connection. And the connection to the river is stunning. I mean, all one has to do is walk into the library on the sun is reflecting off the surface of the river and covers the entire ceiling. Right from the beginning, we decided that the building had to be a public building, not an institution that said, if you're not a member of this institution or not a student here or something, you're not really welcome. Make it a resource for everybody. And when you think that we're attracting about 200,000 people a year who have nothing to do with the building, nothing to do with the school itself, but just come for the gallery, for the cafe, for films, just to see what's going on, you know, that's pretty extraordinary. We're here to help build the region in a way that wouldn't be possible if we were on campus. I mean, I think it's very clear. It's an absolutely unique opportunity for a School of Architecture to collaborate in building the city and the region.
I'm back in the kitchen with Tim and Mark, and let's see how they're making out. Tim, I was wondering if you can do me a favor.
Sure.
Do you want to check these? Because I've got bacon on my hands, and I have a feeling they might be cooked on the underside.
If you want to maybe continue here, Mark, that'd be great.
Thanks, Tim.
Take a look.
Butter might be easier.
Yeah, but these are fire hall utensils, right?
Steak knife, yeah.
Still not quite there, but they're coming
No?
along.
Okay.
So in the meantime, while Mark's doing that, I might start to get some of our caramel drizzle that we're putting over top going.
So
All right.
paying attention, so what am I doing?
We're just going to put a little bit of fruit in between each one and then sandwich them together. So take this here and excuse me. So we're going to do some homemade caramel for on top, and it's like I said before, nothing's an exact science here, so I'm not going to measure, but it's about 2 parts brown sugar to 1 part heavy cream, and then we're going to add a little salt in there as well.
Good. Nice easy recipe.
Nice and easy. You kind of do it to taste. Once you get used to it, you can add as much or as little as you'd like.
Right. Hey, while you're doing that, Tim, would you mind throwing some on my bacon?
So when you put that in the oven, it should melt nicely and
Okay.
spread out over the bacon.
All right. So you preheated the oven already. It's at what, 400?
400 degrees.
Okay. All right. I'll blast this in there.
Very good. If you take a look, those French toast might be about ready on the one side there.
Okay. Well, it's getting there. Just going to turn the flame up a little bit. There we go. That should do it.
I will sneak this on one of the burners.
All right.
All right.
And Mark, I just need to throw this in the garbage. Thank you.
We going into that, Rick?
I don't know. Is that enough bread, or do you need more, Tim?
I think we're about ready. We already
Okay.
have 4 on the go, and
Yep.
we got 6 waiting.
All right. We're feeding 10, so that's
Feeding 10,
perfect.
that's perfect.
All right. Good. So what do you guys do to stay in shape after eating a meal like this?
Pull-ups, push-ups.
Yeah? Is that your thing?
Yeah, I got away from the weights just because I tend to get a little injured now and then. But
Right.
if you do the body weight exercises, I find you don't really lose the muscle mass, but it's a good way to stay in shape.
Oh, okay.
So that's all I do.
Pull-ups and push-ups. That's it.
Boring, it's easy, but works for me.
Oh, yeah? Cool. You play any sports?
Yeah, I'd like to play more, but yeah.
It's tough. You were saying you got kids, right?
Yeah, but I'll play anything.
Yeah. How about you, Tim? What are you up to?
Play a lot of hockey. I do some boxing on the side. Pretty much any sport I'll try once.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
Enjoy playing it all.
Good for you.
If you want to get these almonds roasting, Louis,
Sure.
that'd be great.
Okay.
We'll just put them in the pan there
All right.
with just a little bit of margarine here.
Okay. Fire that up. And the reason I was asking Tim and Mark about what they do for fitness is it's very important to work off your calories, especially when you're eating something like this. It's a lovely brunch, but a little heavy on the calories. And I'd like to go to Rob Frosch with our Fitness Minute. He'll show us how to work off all these calories.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Fitness Minute. I'm firefighter Rob Frosch. Today I'm going to show you a couple of exercises. The first exercise is a full body exercise. What you need is some light weights. You don't need very heavy weights. So what you want to do is you want to lunge, keep low in your lunge, kick the weights back, sit up, curl the weights, raise them over your head, reverse curl, now come up out of the lunge. Let's try that again. Lunge, kick it back, sit up, curl, press, reverse curl, come back up. The second exercise I want to show you is called staggered hands, stacked foot push-ups. So what you want to do is get down into plank position, stagger your hands, stack your feet, and do a push-up. Do approximately 5 per side. And you want to switch, 5 more per side. Try to get your maximum amount in at this point in time. I'm firefighter Rob Frosch, and that was the Fitness Minute.
back from our fitness minute. We're continuing on. So I just drenched a couple more of these French toast sandwiches that Tim's preparing. And Tim, you've got Mark doing something over there. What's up?
Yeah, what I got him doing is preparing some whipped cream here. So what we did is we put heavy cream in a bowl, and what I've got Mark doing is whisking it in short, sharp motions, sort of get the air into the whipped cream. So then after that, we're just going to add a little sugar to taste, and it'll be all done.
All right. I feel for you, Mark. First you had to chop up all this fruit, now you got to whisk the cream.
I know usually decadent isn't the way to describe what I make, so this is new for me.
Oh, perfect job. All right, we do have a couple ready, Tim.
Okay.
So when you're finished there, if you don't mind starting to plate a couple up for us.
Absolutely.
All right, that would be great. Looks like you're running out of spread anyway.
Just about. We had the perfect amount.
For 10.
For 10.
But we decided to make a couple extra, right?
Never hurts to have extra. You don't want to leave the guys going hungry.
No, that's for sure. Then they get cranky and whiny.
To be honest, I'm a little hungry.
Are ya?
All right.
Okay.
All ready here?
Good. Get this out of your way.
Just a little more. You want it to have some soft, wet peaks on it.
There you go. It's a little hot on the bottom.
Very good. So when plating these, because we're going to be putting some whipped cream on them, what I usually like to do is put the fruit on top so the whipped cream doesn't melt right away.
Okay.
So then it sits on there. So
All right. Neat idea.
what I'll do is I'll put one down here, and I will give it a cut in half, like so. And just for appearance, you can stack them nicely on each other.
Okay.
And then grab a nice little handful of strawberries, put it on top. Nice little handful of bananas here. Mound it up on top here. And then, with our salted caramel that we just prepared, I'll grab that. So we got our nice salted caramel here that we'll take a spoon and we'll just drizzle it over the plate.
Have the firefighters had this before here at the station?
They have, and
Oh, yeah?
it's often requested by the guys.
Is it? Is this the meal that you're known for?
This would be one of them. I hope there's more than one. So there we go.
All right. That looks really good, Tim. How's it going, Mark?
I'm tired.
I guess so. Can you work with your left hand at all?
No, I'm not a multitasker, so I'm conscious.
It's getting there. How about these almonds, Tim?
So we'll just throw a little bit on those on top here as well.
All right.
And then once we got the whipped cream, we're ready to go.
These look like they're well toasted.
They're well toasted. They add a nice little crunch on top.
All right, perfect.
How you doing there, Mark?
I can't. Is there peaks?
No, that's pretty good. So what we'll do is add a little sugar now. And then we'll finish a little bit of whipping after that. If you want to make that easier on yourself, electric beater definitely speeds up the process.
Oh, for sure.
But we're doing it the old-fashioned way today.
Thanks, Mark.
If you want, I can take a shift in there.
Yeah. You're the lead man.
So like Tim said, what he's trying to do is just get some air in there, and it does take a number of minutes to actually get this cream to whip up on you. It is a lot of work. So we really appreciate your effort there, Mark. Well, while you're doing that, I'm just going to have a peek at the bacon, Tim.
Great.
It's almost ready. I'd say just another couple minutes. We'd be ready to go.
And this is coming along slowly but surely.
All right. Got a couple more ready. Just going to put them on here, drench a couple more, keep this going, and I think I hear the firefighters coming up. So, better make sure we keep them happy. Maybe we'll put this one out here. Can you toss a little bit of cream on it before I do that? Just so we can see what it looks like when it's finished.
Just drizzle a bit on there.
Beautiful. All right, we'll leave them there. Let them smell that, and I'm sure they'll be up in a minute.
Fruit looks perfectly cut.
I've never seen it cut so well. Well, I'm lucky the firefighters saved me some of this great breakfast. Let me try it. It's delicious. It's salty, it's sweet, it's filling, it's got your fruit. It's just great. And if you want the recipe, go to thefirehallchef.com where Tim will list his recipe for us. Here we are on the apparatus floor with Don. He's going to tell us a little bit about the rescue. Last time we were at headquarters, they told us about the Lee truck, which was the aerial. But this is their support vehicle, is that right?
Correct.
Rescue?
So the rescue will respond to all car accidents, river rescues, confined space rescues. And here is we have some of the equipment.
Okay.
This is a ram fan, so this is for confined space rescue.
Right.
And what it does is supplies fresh air into a confined space area for our victim and for our rescuers.
Okay, that's kind of neat. What else you got?
As well, we have the infamous Jaws of Life here for car accidents that we're able to gain access to our victims.
Yep. That looks heavy. Two-man operation, I guess, eh?
Correct, yes. And then here is a thing called the RIT. And we always have a RIT team at all fires, sorry.
Right, yep.
And on top of our RIT helmet, we have a thermal imaging camera so that we're able to locate victims or even fire in behind walls.
Oh, okay. And what does RIT stand for?
Rapid Intervention Team.
Yeah, nice.
Rapid.
So, you want, okay. Actually, we'll just go back to maybe the heavies, eh? All right, so. I'll put my plate down too. All right, Don, tell us about this piece of equipment here on the floor.
The Jaws. So these are the Jaws of Life,
Right.
and they help us gain access to patients.
Okay.
So we're able to lift the dash off them or pry open doors to gain access.
Oh, all right. Cool. That looks really heavy, like a two-firefighter operation, is that right?
Correct.
For that? Okay. And what do we have here?
So here we have our red helmet with a thermal imaging camera on top of it.
Right.
RIT's a rapid intervention team.
Okay.
And they're, we have them at all major fires, just in case one of our own gets trapped, that we have to go in and save them.
Oh, all right. So a lot of different tools on the support vehicle, which is great. All right. Thanks, Don. And let's take a look in here and see what's in here. That's kind of neat. So how long is that? Maybe 50 feet of
Yeah.
hose?
Oh yeah,
okay.
there's more in there.
Sorry about that. Well, thanks, Don, for showing us the rescue. Great truck.
No problem.
Hey, Justin, chill. You're the one that ate all the bites I caught. I cut all these pieces and you ate them.
Don't eat it now.
Well, Justin killed it. I only had 2 bites.